Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, guys. In today's video, we're going to be jumping deep into the Forza Horizon 4 Update 24 that is coming out later this week, and there's three big things to note. One, there are 4 brand new cars coming to the game, and spoiler alert, one of them just makes me go, oh. 2, we have a brand new feature that you're definitely going to enjoy if you are a photographer type of person, and 3, there are some new things in Forza Horizon 4 that will actually get you banned if you do them. So I'm going to tell you how to not get banned, so make sure you stick all the way to the end of the video if you enjoy playing this game. Anyways, before we get too far into this video, if you do want to see any of the cars that I'm going to be talking about in more detail, like we're going to be going and driving each of the cars, checking out the upgrades and the customization if there is anything. If you want to see that, I'm going to be doing videos every single Thursday featuring these brand new cars, so if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button. So I guess without further ado, let's jump straight into the brand new cars for Forza Horizon 4, and this is the first one. This is the Zenvo TSR-S. You can unlock the Zenvo by completing a photo challenge. If you don't know what a photo challenge is, don't worry. That's the brand new feature I'll be talking about in a minute. Once you've done that, you'll be greeted with literally the most insane wing in the entire car industry. This is the car where the wing literally tilts from side to side to produce as much downforce as you're going through the corners. Anyways, if you've never heard of the Zenvo before, essentially it's like the newer version of the Zenvo that's already in the game, and then they took that car, they strapped a big old wing to it, and they called that the track-only version. And then apparently that wasn't good enough, so they decided to put this really big movie wing on it, and that's the street-legal version for some reason. I don't really understand what Zenvo was thinking, but I like it. You know what else I like? The 1,200 horsepower that this car produces. It has a V8, in which itself is pretty standard. However, it has twin superchargers. Yeah, the same thing as that Ferrari Formula Drift car. And anyways, like I said, if you want to see some gameplay of this, I will be jumping into this car on Thursday, checking out all of the upgrades, tossing in as much horsepower as possible, which is probably a bad idea. But if you want to see that, like I said, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Anyways, after that, we will move along to this thing. This is the Ford GT70. You've probably heard of the GT40 before. This is essentially the rally racing cousin to the Ford GT40. Back in its time, it went up against things like the 911s of the day, the Renault Alpines of the time, and so on and so forth. And the Ford GT70 wasn't really good. I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a really, really cool car. There were only 6 of them ever made in the world, so they are super rare. There's probably even less than that now, because rally racing, they probably chucked a few. Anyways, you can unlock the Ford GT70 by going and just completing an event in the middle of autumn, so it should literally take you like 10 minutes, and then you've got probably one of the rarest cars in this game. As the Ford GT70 is a rally car at the end of the day, well, we do actually get some rally mods. We can actually see some rally lights already in the gameplay, just so you have some stuff to chuck on your car. Maybe we might see like a snorkel, because that's something that Forza likes to chuck on a lot of rally cars. Maybe some mud flaps. I don't really know, but we'll have to find out in a couple weeks' time. Like I said, you already know what to do. The GT70 actually only lasted a measly 3 years before it was killed off, so it's kind of unfortunate, but it does have a really, really cool Cosworth engine, so I'm excited to try that thing out. Anyways, the Ford GT70 was replaced, sorta kinda, with this. This is a Ford Escort Mark II. It is more specifically the number 5 car, and it's pretty cool. However, I don't know if you're just asking me, but it's kind of similar to the Ford Escort that we've already got in the game. Anyways, this one's actually a Group 4 rally car and is so successful, one of the most successful rally cars of all time, for a matter of fact. Ford Escorts are obviously super, super cool. Super excited to jump into this thing. It should have some pretty cool customization in Forza Horizon 4. You can unlock it by completing 50% in the winter, so it shouldn't take you very long, and you've got a really, really good car at the end of it. I'm obviously not the most knowledgeable about the Ford Escort, so I don't really know what the difference is between this Escort and the one we've already got in the game. By the looks of it, to me, it just seems like this new one is like a track-focused version of the Escort we have in the game already. Can you guys let me know in the comments down below, though? Let's move it on to the fourth and final car, and that is this. The Mazda RX-7 from 1985. This is the first generation of Mazda RX-7. I know some of you guys obviously like your Spirit A's and your newer Mazda RX-7s, but this is the one that started it all. If it wasn't for the crazy success of this first generation, we never would have seen the other ones coming into play. So you have this car to thank for all of your Fast and Furious stuff. Anyways, as it's a bit on the older side, it's only got 100 horsepower, can do like 120 miles an hour, but it has pop-up headlights, so it's pretty cool. It also only weighs 2,500 pounds, so should be pretty chuckable. Also, if you'd like a fun fact, this is like the second car to ever like popularize a Wankel engine after the Mazda Cosmo that they did. It was all down to this thing, the Mazda RX-7. Anyways, we could see some really cool customization for the Mazda RX-7. We don't actually know. We've never seen this car in a Forza game before, so we will have to cross our fingers, see what we've got available, and just hope and pray that we get some cool stuff. Anyways, so that is all 4 of the brand new cars, and you're probably wondering, what exactly is that photo challenge? How exactly do I unlock that Zenvo TSR-S? Well, you've got to go into the game and you've got to complete a photo challenge. Now, when you start up your game, you will see this screen and you will have a new thing in your monthly objectives that you have to do to go and take a photo in a certain location with a certain car. This will actually add to the percentage that you earn throughout the entire monthly events that you do, so it's a great way to earn some very easy points. So you might want to check it out if you're going to unlock some of those 50% cars. Also, Eagle Eye viewers might notice that this number now says 939. No, there are not 939 cars in this game. There are 939 challenges in this game. It is insane. What those are going to include, I have absolutely no idea. Stay tuned for more information on those, though. Once I get my hands on the update myself, I will be sure to update you guys. If you're wondering about my thoughts about this feature, I'm actually really excited to see it. I will be completely honest. Before we actually heard the method of unlocking the Zenvo, I had this big long thing written up where I was explaining and kind of complaining about the monotonous efforts that you've had to do recently to go and unlock some of the cars. Either they've been doing an event or achieve 50%, and it's been getting a little bit boring recently. And I had this big long thing written up how I was like, we need to have more types of things to unlock, different methods of doing things. So for me personally, the photo challenge, amazing. I love having more things to do in the game, and this gives me one more on my list. Props Playground Games. Anyways, that's enough about the new cars, how to unlock them, new features and stuff. Let's talk about the things that are gonna get you banned in Forza Horizon 4. Well, it turns out with this brand new update, Forza is also implementing and outlawing a bunch of the designs that you, your friends, and other community members may have on your cars. There are a bunch of logos and phrases that are now outlawed, and 2 of them in particular affect us as car fans. So I did want to give you guys a heads up so you don't end up getting banned. But let's talk about these 2 in particular. The first one is the General Lee. You've probably seen this car super famous in movies, TV shows, screenshots, and so on. Well, on top of the General Lee, there is a Confederate flag. If you have the Confederate flag anywhere on your vehicle, you will now be getting banned for it. And the second one affects a bunch of our favorite JDM cars, and that is the Rising Sun. If you're a fan of Rocket Bunny and their wide body kits and what they do, well, sometimes in the background of their logos, they sometimes feature a Rising Sun. And the Rising Sun now on any of your cars in Forza Horizon 4 will be getting you banned. So my recommendation, if you don't want to get banned, if you have either of those logos on your car, you might want to remove them because there's a very good chance you'll be getting banned very soon. And that's about it for Forza Horizon 4 this month. We've got 4 very cool cars, particularly for me. I love that Zenvo. It is so cool. I cannot wait to jump into it. I love the new feature as well. Cannot wait to give it a go and see what some of those other challenges are. And please be aware, don't get banned. And I just wanted to give you a heads up on the bans. If you do not want to get banned, you might want to check out the new update. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, every Thursday I'll have a brand new car for you guys in Forza Horizon 4. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see those, and I will see you guys then. Particularly this Thursday with that Zenvo. See you guys then. Bye!